You know, there's a reason I make like a straw hat pirate and take to the high seas when it comes to anime. It's because people like Crunchyroll don't get my data to sell it. I can't say the same for any of you other subscribers. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and that's right, Crunchyroll is being sued for having sold off user data for its users, and now a settlement has been reached. And yeah, so if you were a Crunchyroll user, you might get yourself a fat stack of cash if you go ahead and make your claim, because these people are shady business individuals. We're going to go ahead and talk about it. Before we do, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the year's over, and with us being past the 1,600 point, it's looking like that could be doable. So you'd really be doing me a favor, help your boy out. If you're an anime fan, let's get to the video. Crunchyroll agrees to pay $30,000 to eligible users in class action lawsuit. Now, like I said in the beginning, I've actually never used Crunchyroll, or I shouldn't say I haven't used it. I've used other people's accounts, friends' accounts, but I've never signed up for Crunchyroll because they're a stain on the anime industry. They've done a million things wrong when it comes to how anime is being handled in the West, and this is only, number, X on a long list of issues. So let's go through here and see what the damage is. Anime streaming service Crunchyroll has to pay $30,000 to eligible users after reaching a settlement in class action lawsuit. The anime industry is in the midst of a major boom with Western audiences. Most recently, the One Piece live action shattered records, hitting the first spot on Netflix top 10 TV chart in 84 different countries. One Piece surpassed Wednesday and Stranger Things, earning a second season renewal. I mean, by the way, straw hats off to that show, because no one saw this coming, your boy included. I'm so glad the show is incredible, but I'm not going to spend this whole video gushing about it because I've done that for several other videos. But any chance I can get to give One Piece live action the accolades, the sweet thumbs up, I'm gonna do so. And anime streaming services only benefit from increase in visibility. In August, One Piece became the first anime to crash Crunchyroll 2 weeks in a row. The streaming service has arguably established itself as the king of the medium, but has recently found itself under fire. Well, it's found itself under fire multiple times for, lying about the fact that they say that all proceeds, all, extra revenue go to the actual creators in Japan. Turns out that's a lie. They fund Western style things like High Guardian Spice, a completely Western production in the style of anime. No, it wasn't even the style of anime. It's in the style of Steven Universe. If maybe Steven Universe was done by some, great value version of South Korea. So there was that. They've done multiple other things like change the dub when, being localized to make things less offensive. Trust me, Crunchyroll in itself is an offense to the anime community, but for some reason, people keep using it because it's convenient. I'm here to tell you guys right now, stop. Just take to the high seas, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, at least watch your anime somewhere else. Like, I ain't a big proponent of Disney. I ain't a fan of them in the slightest. Disney owns Hulu. At least watch your anime on Hulu or Netflix. I mean, there's really no good streaming service out there. All of them have some shady stuff under them. But I'd say that for an anime fan, Crunchyroll really is the worst of the worst. So watch your anime elsewhere on a legal streaming site, or you find, more methods that include a bit of skullduggery, if you get my drift. In November 2022, an English voice actor called out Crunchyroll for lack of Jujutsu Kaisen residual payments, and this time around, the streaming service is being forced to pay users because of user information privacy class action lawsuit. I did not know they weren't paying their residuals, though then again, it's Crunchyroll. I'm genuinely not surprised. Crunchyroll settles in user information privacy class action lawsuit. In September 2022, Crunchyroll allegedly released personally identifiable information from subscribers to several third-party companies like Facebook, which suit filers Salvador Beltran and Eli Gross and others claim violated the United States Video Privacy Protection Act. So yes, you're just, imagine, you're sitting there, you're in your basement or your apartment or wherever you weebs decide to watch your Japanimation, and you log in, you're like, yes, great, Dragon Ball Super isn't back, so I guess I have to settle for reruns of Naruto Shippuden, but whatever, let's go ahead and watch some anime. And you sign in, you put in your username, your password, and lo and behold, they are selling your information to Mark Zuckerberg, Lizard King himself. He's getting all your data, and he's probably selling it off to third-party companies. Now they know your name, they know your mom's maiden name, who knows, maybe they got your social security number, your bank information. It's hard to tell, but at the end of the day, Crunchyroll has sold your data. The only thing in this, in the modern 21st century, in the internet age, in the generation, the only thing that gives you worth is your data. And now, nope, it's nothing. And you didn't get a cut of it. That is at least until this lawsuit's been settled. Then you might get yourself, I don't know, $30 according to this article. According to Crunchyroll Settlement Administration, Crunchyroll will pay claimants an equal portion of $30,000 settlement amount, which estimates suggest that anyone submitting a claim for the suit will likely receive up to $30. So there you go. Your data, which is everything about you as a person in the online world, it's worth a family meal at Pizza Hut, effectively, like, good. It's good to know that your soul and your digital footprint is worth a large pie with 2 toppings and some breadsticks. I'm glad you got that going for you, Crunchyroll users. Was it worth it? Was it worth supporting this god-awful garbage company just because of the convenience of bringing anime to the West? Was it worth being a pizza with a couple toppings? I don't think so. There's no concrete information at this time about when eligible users can submit a claim may receive their payment, though the deadline for submission is December 12th. Eligible users should receive an email with information about potential payout, and all eligible users can find the claim on Crunchyroll Settlement Administration's official website. Now, I'm not going to tell you whether you should or shouldn't do this. I don't know. I ain't a lawyer. All I'm doing is bringing you the news of what a garbage company Crunchyroll is, and hopefully you guys will find alternative methods when it comes to viewing your anime. Also, I do want to take this time to remind you guys that my boy Juno Maxwell had a very important quote from one of the founding fathers of our great nation, Thomas Jefferson, and I think this speaks to all of you the most. If an anime is on Crunchyroll or Funimation, a man is not only right to pirate it, he is obligated to do so. That Thomas Jefferson, wise dude. I mean, Lewis and Clark, he sent them to find a waterway to the West, and he knew what was going on in anime like 200 years in advance. I must say, live by this man's words. I mean, maybe don't go around having, non-consensual sexual relationships with your slaves, but other than that, follow the words of Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, I know this video was a bit hokey and jokey, but at the end of the day, I truly do loathe this company. I mean, I genuinely believe that Crunchyroll has done far worse for anime in the West and for the modern anime generation than they have good. There, of course, have been some net positives. There are more people who are exposed to anime, exposed to the medium, and it's gotten more fans, but I mean, what does that do? Now you can buy overpriced $30 t-shirts at Hot Topic if you're an anime fan, like what your boy's wearing right now. Again, their gains, their benefits have definitely been in the net negative, if you ask me, and this is only to add to the list. So if you are, if you have been a Crunchyroll user for years upon years, and this is like new information to you, if you didn't realize how bad they were, there's a laundry list of things you can do to look into what they've done in the past and how they've screwed over a lot of Japanese creators, which is absolutely, I mean, that's far worse in my opinion than them selling your data. I don't know if it's far worse. I mean, your data in the modern age, that's a pretty big deal. Again, I was playing it up. It really is all that keeps you, safe and keeps you leaving a digital footprint in the modern age. So I think it's incredibly skeevy and scummy they're selling it, but that also doesn't make them terribly different than any other company out there. A lot of you folks just give it up willy-nilly to Facebook anyway, so I can't say that this is something new or out of the ordinary, and it is worth looking into all the shady things they've done in the past that have actively hurt the creative scene in Japan. But they think they claim they're doing such a great job. They're bringing anime to the West for you, the viewer, because they're such good people. They got such big hearts. Gumu gumu no. But those are just my thoughts. I want to hear yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please do subscribe. I am a nerdy news channel. I bring you nerdy news every day, and not always about anime, but movies, video games, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Also, check out my other socials. You can find me on Rumble, or you can find me on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon, in case you want to see, some pictures, some behind-the-scenes stuff, what I'm doing in other corners of the internet. I would love to see you there, and hopefully you want to see more of me, so if you do, check out some of my previous videos. It's always great nerd news, or maybe not great news, but news that you should definitely be in the know for if you're a nerd. Until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere, and this has been Words of Paradise.